Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my kind of late review for Growing Up Hip Hop. This is season 7, episode 4. I'm trying to figure out what they doing with this season because it's getting a little boring. Okay, not boring, but folks is getting on my nerves or whatever, and we have to get that handled. Okay, but y'all know first things first. If you have not done so already, please take 1 second to do what? Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dot. Okay, do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Okay, y'all know to also like the video, comment in the comment section, hit that share button, hit the little notify me button. And if you have the notifications buttons already clicked and you're not getting your notifications, you have to sometimes unclick it and then re-click it because sometimes YouTube doesn't work. Okay, so that's usually the trick that fixes it. But I digress. Okay, this is going to be a premiere video. So you're probably getting this around 2 p.m. Sunday. It is 1:30 in the morning right now. So I will not be on camera because I look a whole hot mess or whatever. But we're gonna let that be. Now, the people around here. Okay, Brianna and Cree, look, I don't think they're gonna ever be cool or whatever because I feel like Brianna gets on my nerves most of the time. Okay, but seeing them have a little chit chat about their stuff or whatever, their little issues, we will discuss that. Okay, Tete Ryan, show me what you want to do. Okay, Tete is still lost in the sauce. Okay, and then Sequoia, Willow Tree is always getting on my Willow nerves. Okay, but let's go to first things first. Things we don't really care about that much, but we still discussing it anyway. Okay, we have Sean. Sean is. I'm like, I don't even think Sean and Twist are friends. What producer put this two together? I was like, how? How? Okay, does Sean not have no other friends? Like, can none of his friends who he's really friends with be on the show? I guess not, because it's supposed to be growing up hip hop. So I guess each person had to do a scene with someone else from the show. But I'm like, really, I would have believed more Sean and maybe JoJo, but I'm gonna leave that be. So they want us to care about Sean. Sean wants to go get a hair transplant. Why? Because he has a receding hairline. Okay, he losing the front of it. Okay, you see, he's really bald up top. Okay, it's going back. Okay, back to Cali. Okay, now he's kind of doing this behind TT back because he said it's really expensive. Okay, so I know when she find out how much I spent on this, she will find something else expensive to buy too because having a receding hairline, it costs $10 per follicle. Okay, he needs 2,000 follicles. Okay, so it's gonna cost $20,000. Yes, $20,000 for it. But a lot of people had this thing done. We know Safari had it done. Punk Story Lanez had it done. Okay, I feel like Akon had done the wrong way, but many people in the world, Jamie Foxx had it done. Okay, many people had it done, and they look fine now. I mean, LeBron has not had it done successfully because LeBron still be balding. LeBron needed to just go bald. Okay, anyway, but again, Sean wants to spend about $20,000 to get some more hair. I mean, you could also shave your hair for free. Okay, you could also do that. Because, in my opinion, to spend $20,000 to possibly get your hairline back because you want to be the cool dude. I got to pull up Sean's two confessional looks that they have. I forgot to put it up here, but Sean around here, he wants to be a dynamic duo of I don't know, of hair follicles, and I was like, I would not dare spend 20,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for this some follicles in the front of your hair. Not even your whole head. That's just the front part. That's it. Not the back, not the round, not the sides, just the front. And you doing it behind teaching you back, which means to me, are y'all having money issues? I mean, if your heart's okay, because people around here, you know what I'm saying? People around here, everybody could be having money issues. I'm not trying to knock y'all. All I'm saying is That's a lot of money for some hair to be sneaking behind Tete back. But I am going to leave that be. This is Sean. You can tell he's had the procedure done and he's trying to hide the hairline, okay? Because why you wearing that hat? For what? Okay, we then had him here in his pilgrim hat, okay? Or his smaller Beyonce size hat or whatever. Because I feel like these are the same looks. It's the same look, the same shirt, except he unbuttoned one button and took the jacket off and changed hats. I also feel like did Sean get his face done? Because Sean's face looks different. Maybe he just lost some weight and his face is more chiseled. But Sean's face, to me, looks different. Mm-hmm. But Sean's a handsome man. He's a white guy with a black swag attitude. I think he wants to be down. He not. I mean, would I invite Sean to my barbecue? I mean, he can pull up in the front of the house. I don't know if he can come in the backyard and like get a burger yet. I don't know. I got to make sure he don't say the N word. Um, we also let's see because this is TT's confessional look. I forgot the confessional looks. This is TT's confessional. It's just some jogging pants and a top and some long hair, long weave. Weave was cute. The top is bended well. We can tell it's not. We know it's not her hair. However, it looked like it's her hair. Okay, it's a good weave. It's a good weave. Okay. Now we also have Vanessa. Vanessa also had. I don't know why Vanessa looks this way. Vanessa looks like she wants to be president of some association, or her kids go to a school and she wants to run things, so she's the president of some kind of association. I mean, she just looks so mature. And I don't mean that in a positive or negative way. I just mean like I never know, I have no idea who Vanessa is. I want to do Vanessa know who Vanessa is. Vanessa does seem like she's trying to dress like she think folks think she, because what's the point of this dress? Why'd you wear them two buns in your head? Girl. Anyway, let's get back to bald headed shine. Bald headed shine, well, almost bald headed shine. He wants the little procedure, whatever. It's $2,000, $20,000 for the follicles. It's a black doctor. We're gonna see how it goes. Okay. Now he also talked about how working in Jamaica still. The pandemic kind of messed stuff up for a little bit of a minute. He sells the marijuana in Jamaica, okay, his old little company down there. And he said the pandemic shut his business down for about 5 months. 5 months to shut a business down can kill a business. It really can. But he said he liked being back in LA. They done moved to LA right now. So 2 weeks of time they be in LA. 2 weeks of time, Titi come see him, the baby. It's back and forth, back and forth. He's happy to be back in LA, that being their permanent spot right now, because he's back on a family, okay? But he also don't like living in LA. Probably because LA is so expensive. Okay, LA is very expensive. Him and TT go look at the house because TT again, I have to make sure that Sean knows, okay, that our permanent home will be in LA. I'm like, can y'all afford it? I feel like that may be the reason why I don't think we see anybody's real house. I think every house we see them in is some kind of Airbnb. They renting a space for the time being. Okay, I just believe that. But seeing TT and Sean look at a house, okay, and I was like, that's a big old house. Now Sean feel like I just moving so fast, okay? We just got here to LA. TT wants to buy a house and start renting. They had the house they've been living in or whatever. She don't want to live there no more. Okay. He said, look, I don't mind her wanting to like find a house, but we have to be realistic, okay, about where we're gonna live. Because even when you live in California, there are many different cities in California. Some are very much so more expensive to live in because you're paying simply for the location. Okay, not for what the house is really worth, it's the location. Okay, it's like if you tried to build a house in heaven, it's gonna be the most expensive house because it's heaven. You know? So I was like, why y'all looking in the most expensive parts if that's not what y'all can afford? Because if he's trying to hide a $20,000 hair follicle transplant from Tete, who can probably get somebody to give him some braids, give him some crochet braids. Okay? Give him a crochet hairline. Anyway. So the house they're looking at was for $3.7 million. I was like, look, no tea, no shade. I don't feel like TT and Sean can afford a $3.7 million house. I don't. Why? Because Sean always looks stressed. Sean don't never look. Sean look like, oh, I gotta, make more money. You got to make more. He just don't look relaxed enough to, be able to afford a $3.7 million house. And while TT looks like, oh, she looks great, I also feel like TT no, they should not be trying to look at no $3.7 million house. Okay, it had 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. It was 4,100 square feet. I was like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? First of all, why do y'all need 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms? For what? Now I know is they need their own room, the baby needs his own room. I guess that means TT wants her own office space, the Shine wants his own office space, and then a guest bedroom. I don't know. But again, can y'all afford 3.7 million? Now, when they both realize how much the house costs and how the house is like this a big container space, okay, that's not really, really good or whatever. It's also, its houses like really, really close. Like one house is like 2 feet away, like a regular neighborhood, but it's a huge house, okay? I was like, girl, that's crazy. Now, Sean said, TT don't know what she wants because she wants us to get a house, but we here looking at a house that she don't like. She don't know what she want. He said, "Hey TT, when you figure out what you want to do and where you want to live, let me know, and then we can start looking at houses." I feel like if y'all had a realtor who took y'all to a $3.7 million house and that's out y'all price range, delusion, or or maybe that's their price range. Maybe I'm delusional and TT and Sean can afford a $3.7 million house. And them seeing what gets them 3.7 million in that particular neighborhood is waking them up. Okay, because my thing is if you have 3.7 million to spend, find a neighborhood where you can get that a huge house for 1.2 million. It just may not be in LA. Whatever other city in Cali that's still nice, okay, and is by the beach, pick that. Okay? Cause I'm like, if y'all think that house was shitty looking, then I mean, that's on y'all. We see Vanessa and Trinice meet up. I am not trying to be a negative Nancy. I am not trying to make it seem like Vanessa don't ever really have a storyline. It's always the same one that she thinks she's fat. However, Vanessa and Trinice meet up at the pool, and Vanessa like, I'm not wearing no swimsuit, girl. No, 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 because I need to work on my body. This is my thing with Vanessa. Again, I don't know who she is, cause here she is in these goddamn cute, cute, cute little bohemian box braids. But who is this person? Okay, who is that? Cause those are two different people. Okay, two different people. I don't know who you are. Okay. Now, talking to Denise, who was her sister-in-law, Jojo's wife, or whatever, she brings my I want a procedure called a triscope. I say, first of all, it's lipo. Just say lipo. Why, girl? Girl, it's lipo. I want to have rhinopathy. It's a nose job. Okay, people be using these clinical terms or these specific names for stuff. It's lipo. Because I want Triscope that sound like, oh, it's not surgery, it's something different. No, it's lipo. It's liposuction. You want to get the fat in your body sucked out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But Vanessa around, now she had it done. Okay. Now this is the thing. Trinise was at, girl, what, you want to have another baby? No, I one day, someday, whenever, whatever, I do want to have a second child eventually, but right now I want to get my body back in shape. Now the first two pictures is her at where they sitting around there. That's how she look. Now when she grab her skin and bunch it all up, it do look bad. But if you see the first photo, her body don't look bad. She really don't want to lose weight. She wants to tone up. You know what I'm saying? She really just wants to get toned. That's really what it was. I be working out so much, and I can't lose this. Now, she had like a little mommy pouch. A lot of moms, a lot of women who have babies talk about the little mommy pouch. Okay, that's all that it was. But I'm like, girl, just say you want lipo because the working out you've been doing ain't been working out and you want to be snatched. That's it. But it's the whole, I've always had this issue, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, I can't lose this weight. You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like the Simmons can't keep coming on this show and giving us nothing. Angela was on one episode about singing. We heard hide no hair of her singing since then. And now Vanessa round here thinking that she's a tubby, okay, and got to get lipo. Now she got the lipo done, and y'all see her stomach is flat. She looks more toned. So kudos to her for getting lipo, but it's like don't act like you want to get something differently done to make your body look differently. You want the fat sucked out. That's fine. Because to me, it's like I had a mommy makeover. You know what I'm saying? I had one or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying? We went through it or whatever, the lipo, or whatever. You have to get massage because if not, you may get some lumps and it'll be whatever. Okay. And so I was like, well, okay. So Denise had it done. And I also feel like teachers like, well, damn, your body look thinner. You thinner than me. So what you saying about me? But again, every season, Vanessa's issues with her body has been a consistent thing. And the weird part be it be when she don't look bad that she complains about her body to only then go have life. Well, I think seasons ago, Angela had talked about possibly getting surgery. Now, I don't think she did. I don't know. And I'm not knocking Vanessa for getting surgery. But girl, just say I'm getting lipo because I have these love handles. I have this little baby pouch and I want it gone. It's really that simple. Because her body looks amazing. But when you can't be scrunching up your body now. You can't be doing that. Anyway, that's what their conversation was about. Okay, and whatever. And she had it done. Okay, and that's what she looked like. Okay, that's her right there. This her right here after the lipo. So kudos to her for doing what she want. Because if she said I want to be snatched in my 40s, well, okay, lipo does it. Congratulations. Anyway, next up, we see Brianna. Brianna had a little performance, and Sequoia came by there. Now, look, I'm not a Brianna hater. I'm not a Brianna sympathizer. I'm not a Brianna nothing. Brianna, who I used to call her Mary J. Blige's future ex-husband's daughter, they really want us to accept her as an artist. And I don't follow her on social media, so I don't know what musical things she does. But I always find it weird when I see musical artists, people sing, and they be walking around here smoking and smoking and smoking. I feel like most singers, true singers, should want to protect their voices. And I'm like, she up on stage smoking. It was either some weed or a cigarette. I don't know which one. And I'm like, you sound hoarse. Is that how you supposed to sound? Do you just have a hoarse, raspy voice? Are you just Macy Granite? I don't know. Either way go, girl, whatever. Anyway, it was also an event like for like healthy stuff, and I'm like, was she around here? Girl, leave that be. Sequoia, I'm the only one who came. I don't know why no one else came because Brianna not really friends with anybody except possibly Twist. And Twist really just be trying to prevent her from fighting somebody. That's it. And other than that, she be fooling. She be tripping. Okay, so they talking or whatever, and of course Sequoia bring up, I'm mad at my mom because she banging lazy, and no one told me, and blah 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 blah. She's my mom, and he's my mentor, and blah 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 blah. So, girl, I am so sick and tired of Sequoia Willow Tree around here getting on my dang on nerves. Okay, get out my face, Sequoia. And Why is she always dressed like she don't know what the weather gonna be? All that hair, the mesh top, a short leather skirt, and then leather knee high boots. I'm like, but ain't it hot outside? Anyway, Brianna, like, girl, look, let me be honest about you and your mom. Okay, look, first of all, your mama's grown. So who she bang ain't got nothing to do with you. It's not your business, okay? Let your mama breathe. Let your mama live. I get you upset because she did not tell you. However, you need to move on. And I'm like, Brianna gave some sound advice. She really, really did. But to me, Sequoia is running this my mama day, my mentor thing is look, I'm telling y'all, she's acting like somebody who was either previously banged lazy or wanted to bang lazy. And he did not want to bang her. And now he banged her mama. And now she's upset. She is not operating as a grown adult person who's trying to keep her business stuff separate from the personal stuff. But I'm like, if your mom and that man been banging around for 2 years and nothing's changed, why you tripping? Poor K. What's up? Anyway, I don't know. It's dumb. And Brianna, like, girl, your mama's grown. Leave her be. Let her breathe. And she said, you know what? I hear you. I hear you, but I ain't trying to get that. Okay. I love my mom. Okay. But I don't agree with what she doing. The kicker for me was Sequoia is she not telling nobody how disrespectful she was to her mom. She made it seem as if we had a conversation and we just got upset. No, you went over there with a full funky little attitude or whatever at your mama and then basically called your mom like a groupie. Because saying, you know how these rappers be, you gonna learn you moving real different. Girl, she's grown. And so she's complaining to folks only saying, I'm saying, because they talking, not girl, you went and with a disrespectful little monster to your mama, to your mother. So saying, I love my mom, I do, but I don't support this. We don't support you. Where's your music, Sequoia? Where is it? What song have you done? Nothing? Okay. Anyway, over at JoJo and Tanisa's house, I feel like that's an Airbnb too. Look, all these pure white houses with clean glasses that don't look lived in. People with children don't have these immensely clean houses. What a Fruit Loops at? Okay, where are the kids' snacks? Where are the kids' juices? Okay, where are the sippy cups? Can't no adult with two kids who are toddlers tell me in their kitchen it ain't not one kitty sippy cup sitting out. That just don't happen. Y'all done bring this damn house. Get out of my face. Anyway, Vanessa and Cree come over, okay, to chit chat or whatever, and they're talking about what Brianna's live about Cree. But let's make something clear. Brianna was not live about Cree. They watched the live together. Okay. And Vanessa, look, it seemed like she was reading and responding to the comments. Okay. So which means somebody must have said something in the comments about Cree, and then Brianna did what she does, which is respond in her own way. Okay. Now when Jojo came in, at first he wasn't there. He like, oh no, Brianna talking about people. Oh no, meaning that's what she do. And I agree. Every season, this is something tripped out. Brianna also is someone who rarely has a storyline. Usually, her arguing with somebody comes from something she didn't say about them that usually don't concern her, but she say whatever. And Joe's like, oh wow, really? Brianna's talking about somebody. Oh wow, that's what she do. And so when Cree said, "Well, I've never met her," you know what I'm saying? So I was surprised, but she was like, "She don't know me to talk about me." And JoJo said, "Oh, really? Let me give you some great advice, okay? Ignore her. Do not feed into her BS because that's what she do. That's just what she does. And you will lose that game because she played that game very well. Meaning Brianna has nothing to lose. Brianna has this show. Okay. I don't know what else she does in life outside of this show. I know she has a brand of like incense or whatever else is in that thing or whatnot. I don't know. But I think the point is Brianna usually reacts and acts like a person who has nothing to lose. She don't care about no backlash, about no nothing. Because she all she got. She's her own team. So she don't care about what she say to anybody. So his point was, you won't win with her because she has no level of stopping. Because she had nothing to lose. I was like, I believe it. Okay, I believe it. And when JoJo watched the clip, he like, I'm not even offended. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's saying the Simmons are like royalty. Like, wow, creep with them. And I was like, I mean, it was I guess a good thing to y'all, but to Cree to make it seem as if she, can't really be. First of all, the Simmons ain't who they used to be. Let's make that clear. Now they're still the Simmons family, but anybody can be cool with them, especially people that's in their same, atmosphere, like Cree. Anyway, I still feel like Cree is too old for this show and not in her age. I mean, in her maturity and not feeding into the BS. It's just like when I see her fussing I'm like, she is so above that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway, Layzie and Tiny have a conversation. Okay, he came up with flowers. I'm like, oh, that is so nice. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, he came over to chit chat, and Tiny tells him about the beers going on with Sequoia. Now, while he was aware that Sequoia does not like the fact that they're dating, he did not know about the whole her coming over there and being mean, rude, and disrespectful to her mama about them two dating. So she tells him what she said and blah 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 blah. He like, well, is she mad that we dating, or that you didn't tell her? 'Cause I told you, that we should have told her, but anyway. So what part is she mad about? And she said, really both. You know, so they both say how, they've been friends for years. They've been friends for like 20 years. They didn't plan to like that girl. They did not plan to like each other. It just happened. And she said, yeah, then you was the one who wanted to cross the line. He said, mm-hmm. And it was worth crossing. Okay, I'm happy. And as long as you're happy, that's what matters. And Tiny saying, I am happy. And for the first time in my life, I'm not concerned about what other people think or trying to put others before me. I think for a long time, Tiny probably operated in a space of, I'm just gonna do whatever with JoJo, be with JoJo because I don't want people thinking some kind of way about me with me leaving him. I think she finally got to a place to where she don't care what other folks are saying about her because she know I don't want to be there with him no more because he's toxic. Okay, I want to be done. Okay, and I Layzie, like I don't want to get in between, Tiny and her daughter because they're a great, partnership or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Look, we both have, we both have things that we have to handle because she's still legally married. He's still legally married too, I believe. But they're both in the midst of separating and divorcing from their spouses, and they have been for a while. I think that's how they both ended up canoodling because they were two separated people who knew each other. And even a little quick scene we seen from earlier, within like the little break or whatever, where he was saying how years ago they kind of could have hooked up. They could have been dating or whatever, but that was in his player days. And she's like, I ain't had time for that stuff. No, 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 no. And now all these years later, they have a chance to kind of get to know each other. Okay, see how it goes. So I don't mind it. It's cute. And Tiny, like, I just don't want our love to be like a secret anymore. You know what I'm saying? He agrees and look, we're gonna keep doing what we doing, okay? But I would talk to Sequoia. First of all, JoJo need to talk to Sequoia to tell her stay out of grown folks' business, okay? Now she then has a skating party Sequoia did. Now Sequoia doing all this talking about her mama. I don't want my mama to date no rapper. Rappers ain't nothing. They be messing around, whatever. They treat you bad. But she right here flirting with Twist, who's a rapper, technically. I mean, I would not call him like a successful big time rapper. Like he's not lazy from Bone Thugs Army, okay? But he is still fully a rapper who be around here cheating on women like it's nothing. So you talking all this cash money stuff about your mama not messing with rappers like Layzie. You like one and keep flirting with one, dude. Okay. Now he did say, "Oh, you too thick to be on them skates. You gonna fall over." Ooh, don't say that to me, twins. What are you talking? You don't like the girl. So you up here talking about your mom and you doing it. You are flirting with a rapper on national television. Okay. Now when Twist said in his confession, he's like, you know what I'm saying? She want me. You know, she want me and I want her. But it's like a weekend one. I don't it's not a whole week. I say not you want her to be your weekend lover on Saturdays and Sundays only, not a full week, girl. Don't play yourself. Okay, so you up here flirting and smiling about Twist, and he don't even really want you. He only wants you because you want him. Meaning, I want you for right now while you're in my face, but I don't want you in my face for that long. So go away, okay? So, girl, cut it out. Okay. Now again, what she do? Layzie dating my mama and I don't like it. He said, why not? Well, because he's a rapper. You know, they are you know how they get down. He like, that ain't fair. Cause you like this rapper, meaning me. Okay, so don't do that. You right, I do. You cute. You give me hot flags. I was like, not girl, put your panties down. Okay, stop it. Okay, now twist this, we can handle that and saying after you handle things with your mama. Twist don't want you, lady. He don't. He ain't shit. Now we then see a few folks show up or whatever. So Brianna, and well, first of all, when Brianna got no, not Brianna, when Cree got there, her and Brianna are at odds because Cree will act like Brianna not there, and Brianna will just be cordial but shady, whatever. Anyway, so as you see, Aaliyah, Sequoia, Denise, and Cree around chit chat. They ask her, of course, "What's up with your mama?" Because they laughed and they seen her with that lazy party. Again, I don't like cause she dating lazy, blah 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 blah. Now create sound advice, and this is why I say she's too mature for this show because she gave mature advice that was sound, and no one said, "Girl, she's right. Listen to her." Okay, listen to her. Cree said, "Look, our parents, all of our parents." Are in the public eye. Well, just her and Cree, them two, because Aaliyah, no. And well, Tanish Daddy not in the eye, but I think he's known or whatever. But we would not know him if we saw him before today. Anyway, he said, so I get how it's different because so our parents are in the public eye, whatever. So I know how it's hard for me and my dad. And I remember when she said, I remember seeing Mama and Daddy on couples therapy. That's why I said we saw how he treated her on that show and how they discussed the past. JoJo was a complete jerk to her mama. So it's weird to me that she is a grown, full-fledged grown woman with her own baby who she not with his father either. For her not to understand her mother as a woman not wanting to stay in a toxic, just horrible situation after being stuck in it for so freaking long. And when Cree said, like, seeing Mama JoJo on the show, I can get how you feel, okay, because those are your parents. However, you can't be upset at your mama after what she went through with your daddy. And I'm like, right. It's one thing for you not to want your parents to break up when you know how bad it was. How are you upset? It don't make no sense. And Cree said, as we are older, even when we are the child in the situation, as an adult, we should get that we would not want to be loved that way. And so why we want our parents to stay in that shit. I was like, Cree out here speaking facts. And the fact that Sequoia's too absent minded, too immature, too just dumb to see the correlation is proof to me no one needs to listen to Sequoia. She is a childish, petty individual who needs to grow up based on her not understanding your mama left your daddy because your daddy was horrible to your mama and she left him after years of dealing with it. Delusion. Okay. Anyway, because I don't think that me and my parents' situation, is the same thing as Cree with her parents. Her point was your daddy wasn't shit to your mama. My daddy wasn't shit to my mama. You should get your mama leaving your daddy. Period. Okay. Now, Twist then brings together Brianna and Cree. I'm like, they will never be friends. They will never be friends. They will not. But them having to have a conversation about their fight, it was fine. Now, this is the thing. Brianna, like, I just don't get why Cree's mad. And Cree so big of, if we, like, even we mend fences, okay, Cree would just block it down once she breathed. It's like, you mad because she thick? Leave it be. Okay, anyway. So, Brianna, Cree, what's the issue? What's the issue? What's the issue? What's going on? Because I joke all the time. I talk stuff all the time. I talk stuff about everybody. No one is off limits, but I talk about God. Girl, stop. Okay. When someone makes a point that you can't be upset with me speaking about you because I speak about everybody, it's like, no, I can be upset. You don't have to care I'm upset, but you can make it seem like because you always do that, that it's cool. That ain't how life go. And I'm like, it's not. It really, really isn't. And I think it's different when it's someone that's on the show that you're on. You can just talk to me, okay? And then I feel like it ain't gonna change. That's what I do. Okay, well we're gonna always be at odds because I don't need you speaking on me in any negative way when you don't even know me. Okay, now Cree, well, okay, but I thought you don't know me. Okay, so me being from Miami, like we don't really, saying we don't be joking around whatever. If we don't know folk or whatever, and they say stuff about us, like we be pissed. I'm saying we gonna handle it. Um, So that's what it was. And then Brianna gonna say, you know what? But just to say, okay, to gain my respect, okay, to gain respect from me, just introduce yourself accordingly, okay? You did it at one time, but you never got to know me. I was like, that's my issue with Brianna. She really feels like people owe her something. To say to someone, to gain my respect, introduce yourself. What does that mean? Bitch, I said hi. That's accordingly. But Brianna feel like somebody owes her some sense of, she thinks she Queen of England. She did. Uh, I don't know, the Queen of whatever. No, I said hi. So you can't tell me that I have to gain your respect because you should respect people just in general. Now, if they disrespect you, people do need to gain your respect back. But Cree ain't did nothing. Brianna just rude. And then for her to say that in general, like she's like, I don't like people. I don't. Even if I don't know them, I don't like girl. Well, then that's an issue with you. I don't have to gain your fucking respect. Leave me alone, bitch. Okay. Anyway, Crazy girl, I let her talk. I let Brianna talk. The stuff went in one ear, out the other because she's drunk. She's been drinking, and I can't be around here reasoning with folks who's inebriated. Okay, that's kind of crazy. And plus, I don't trust Brianna. I don't trust her. And I don't even know her. This is based on how she moves. Now, Brianna isn't horrible. She has these funny moments as well sometimes, but again, she has this chip on her shoulder because she feel like people owe her because her life was hard growing up. Okay, and clearly she's been drinking. She's little bit tipsy, not drunk, but she's a bit tipsy. Okay, so at least it didn't end with a fight. Okay, but we see next episode a fight does happen. Okay, now lastly, Layzie comes to the party. Now, even though Sequoia said, "I didn't invite Layzie. What are you doing here? I didn't invite him. Why is he here, girl? Because production invited him. Okay, now he show up or whatever, and he like, okay, so what's that, girl? What's going on? What's the issue? What's going on? Sequoia, in my opinion, try her best to cause an argument, a fight, or something. But Lazy Bone is so laid back, you can't get him to turn up. Like, he must have the best weed because he was so mellow. Okay, I'm upset because you know what I'm saying. I found out that y'all been knocking boots. Ain't y'all knocking boots? He was like knocking boots. Okay, he like, you know what, that may be true. Okay, and it ain't cool because you my mentor. You know, she my mama and you my mentor, and you I go to you for advice and saying I don't want to be no time where it's hard for us to do business. And my mom ain't divorced yet. You know, she's only separated and she moving fast. He said, look, first of all, your mama, I've known her for 20 years. Okay, we have been friends for 20 years, and that would never affect our business. Meaning, why are you making an issue when there is no issue? You're making it seem like we gonna fuck your stuff up, and that ain't gonna happen because I've been talking to your mama, and ain't nothing changed. Okay, point blank. Period. And she then tried to play. Let's move the goalpost. Okay, so it went from I'm mad because y'all bumping uglies. Okay, and I'm upset. To well, maybe I should try. I should get a new mentor. That's the same plan she did with her mama. Well, maybe I should get a new manager. Okay, we'll do that. She trying to get a rise out of one of them. We over it. Completely, girl, bye. Okay? He like, look, we family. Okay? So I would always only give you the best advice to help you. Me and your mama has nothing to do with me wanting you to have the best career. Okay, that's it. But it don't bother you. The mama not divorced. Okay, she's still married. Lady said that ain't gonna last forever. We all move on in life, okay? And I mean that respectfully. Meaning your mom and daddy are still legally married, but they're getting divorced. Like, no disrespect your daddy, they're getting divorced, okay? So no, I don't mind that she's still legally married because I am too, okay? But we are all moving in this thing, with love and whatever. And then, well, I love my father and I'm protective of him, and he hasn't moved on yet, and he's caught up in limbo because he still want her. Why does what he want matter? You up here fussing with everybody because your daddy ain't moved on. Let that man, let him be there in limbo. Let him stay. If he do not want to move on, that's on him. You can't force anybody to stay in limbo with him. Your mama left him 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And because he is such a toxic person who's used to just giving Tiny all of his whatever, okay, he can't believe she finally left his ass. Girl, get out my damn face, okay? And ladies, it's gonna all work out. Everyone is handling the situation with open hearts. Meaning JoJo is aware your mama is leaving him. You fighting for no reason. Because you're a child. Okay? Period. Okay? We know rappers, you know how rappers be, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all be messing around or whatever. And I don't like that. And I don't want my mom hurt. Your daddy hurt your mama. You keep complaining about you don't want someone to hurt your mom. Your daddy did. And you ain't mad at him. You mad at everybody else except the main culprit who broke up the marriage. Your daddy. Dummy. Anyway, and Lazy, who's a rapper, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, your mom. I have love for her. I care for her. She's a great woman. I will protect her heart. Okay, but I'm not the same, 20-year-old rapper I was, all the music. I'm a grown man now. Meaning I've already sold all my wild oats. I'm old. I got her, I got us, we good, okay? And y'all so nasty, but whatever. I don't want to not no more words about her being upset about her mom and Lazy. Leave it be. Leave it be. Okay. Anyway, that was the whole episode. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, subscribe. Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video, and I will talk to y'all later. I gotta go. Bye.